Hi everyone, my name is Taylor Bailey, and today I'll be discussing how Snapchat influenced journalism. So before I get into that, I will give a brief overview of the history of Snapchat. Snapchat was released in September of 2011 and since then has over 1 million active users and 7 billion daily video views. This is Evan Spiegel. Evan is one of the founders of Snapchat. He grew up just east of Malibu, California. Evan ended up going to Stanford where he would meet the other Snapchat co-founder, Bobby Murphy. Although Evan is the public face of Snapchat, Bobby Murphy is also a co-founder as well as the chief technology officer. Murphy was born in Berkeley, California. Murphy lived across the hall from Spiegel while attending college, and they grew closer when they both joined Kappa Sigma fraternity. Murphy studied mathematical and computer science, while Spiegel studied product design. This information regarding Evan and Bobby can be found on BusinessInsider.com. Now I will give a little more info on journalism and how Snapchat will influence modern journalism. Journalism is the activity or profession of writing for newspapers, magazines, or news websites, or preparing news to be broadcasted. Journalism continues to be a huge part of our lives, but since the growth of social media, journalism has to work in different ways. Instead of newspapers and individuals actually watching the news, journalists have to start incorporating their stories in more popular outlets. In Roy Greensland's article, Why Facebook is Public Enemy Number One for Journalism and Newspapers, which can be found at theguardian.com. The article includes a quote from Gemini Kiss, who is a British journalist. Kiss states that the world's leading social media site is exerting both an increasing domination of internet revenue and a control of a significant part of a critical distribution platform. In other words, Facebook has the ability to choose what ads and news are displayed, and since Facebook has so many users, they make a lot of money off of the ads that they do decide to share. Now, enough on how journalism has been facing difficulties due to social media. Snapchat has always been about being different than other social media apps. Although it started out as just a sexting app that allowed college students to send pictures that would disappear, they have grown into an extremely popular app that allows individuals a different way to communicate. Snapchat is also used by politicians during campaigns such as Bernie Sanders and Donald Trump. According to Gary Vaynerchuk in his article, The Snap Generation, A Guide to Snapchat's History. In the article, Gary states that there were 3 social media giants when Snapchat was first being created. Facebook was where you went for updates on family and friends, Instagram was beautiful photo content, and Twitter was the conversation at a cocktail party. Snapchat was able to counterbalance the strengths of all 3 players and create a new social pipeline. Snap.com wrote an article on January 27, 2015, when the discovery page of Snapchat was first released. The way that Snapchat viewed this new addition to the app was based around the idea that users document their lives and share it with their friends. Through the discovery feature, users are allowed to view different stories from various editorial teams. This was a huge step for many journalists since other social media apps made it difficult to release their stories to the public. Another amazing advantage of the Discovery page is that it is updated every 24 hours. So every day that you check Snapchat, there will be a new content for users to enjoy. In the release ad, they state that what is news today is history tomorrow. Alex Wieneman also wrote an article regarding Snapchat and journalism. The article is titled, Can Snapchat Lead in Social Media Journalism? After it launched its Discovery page in January 2015, it became a huge success in the media world. Peter Humby of the CNN's Washington, D.C., states that Snapchat is one of the most exciting young companies in the world, and they have a big growing audience, and we've seen Discovery is a huge success. Their live stories around big events, parties, both here and abroad, have the potential to take users to new places. We can see some application of that with news. Snapchat has a unique way of allowing outlets such as CNN and Cosmopolitan to come together in order to get all news stories out to the public, especially young adults who do not watch as much TV. Evan Spiegel and Bobby Murphy created a social media app that was both different from other large social media apps as well as still incorporated a sense of journalism and an outlet for news stories that users of Snapchat would be able to read and get news stories every 24 hours to keep them updated. Thank you for listening, and I hope you guys learned a little more on how Snapchat influenced journalism.